Yo, what's going on people, CeeGiuseppe here and welcome back to Thoughts and Impressions. This is a series where I give my thoughts and opinions on a particular game, and today I'm here to talk about the Soul Calibur 6 beta that happened not too long ago. Now, I only got to play it for a couple hours, but I got a decent feel of the game, so I just wanted to give my general thoughts on it. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so one noticeable thing about the Soul Calibur 6 beta was that there was only one playable mode, and that was a ranked match, meaning no one has any opportunity to practice with any character to learn combos. You just have to jump into matches and figure things out for yourself. Speaking of jumping into matches, this leads me to a negative point about the beta, and that was the matchmaking. The matchmaking on most occasions for me took a very long time. At one point, I waited about 30 minutes just to find an opponent, and that's just trash. However, one reason I realized this was happening was due to connection preferences. So the more strict I was with my search preferences, the less of a chance I would find an opponent. The more lenient I was, the more of a chance I'd find an opponent. So being more lenient with my connection preferences definitely helped. However, this leads me to another negative, and that's the connection indicator. The connection indicator in this beta was suspect. It did not hold 100% representation of my opponent's connection. There were too many times where it would tell me I'm versing an opponent with 4 or 5 bars, yet when the game would go on, I would constantly be lagging, there was input delay, and overall the game was just choppy. So at times I just felt like I was versing someone that had 1 bar instead of 5, and vice versa. There were times where it would tell me I'm versing someone with 2 bars, yet the game ran smoothly. So I was just thinking, what is going on here? But now let's move on to gameplay. During my time with this beta, it's easy to see that Soul Calibur 6 stays true to its core arcade gameplay style. You still have your vertical, horizontal, kick and block buttons. You still have core elements such as breaking your opponent's guards, juggling opponents, and executing unblockable attacks. And don't forget them cheeky ring outs as well. A new mechanic has been introduced into the Soul Calibur franchise, and that mechanic is called Reversal Edge. Reversal Edge is when yourself and your opponent aim to execute an attack or combo of your choosing, or choose to evade an incoming attack instead, while everything else has slowed down around you. So realistically, it's a case of which input wins between you and your opponent during this sequence. You can both attack, and one attack outdoes the other. One can attack and one can defend, and either or can win, or you can both draw. You can both attack and you end up doing the same input. So no one wins, you can both defend, and again, nothing really happens and the game resumes. It's literally down to you and your opponent. One main change to Soul Calibur 6 is the implementation of a critical edge bar system. The bar builds up as you take damage during a fight, and you can store a maximum of 2 critical edge attacks. I've personally been a fan of the critical edge system since its introduction into the franchise. I like the fact that it can allow you to end the fight very stylishly with some very visual satisfying cinematics, and it can also help you get back into a game when things are not going your way. The only thing about critical edge that I believe can be a bit of a downfall, and this is me nitpicking here, is that it can sometimes give off the impression to your opponent that you're relying a bit too heavily on it, especially if it's a scenario where you need to get back into the game because your opponent is dominating you. It can give your opponent the opportunity to anticipate when you're about to execute a critical edge attack. So of course, if you execute it and he blocks it, then your chances of winning a match continues to decrease. However, this can also work in your favor. You can be the one on the front foot and your opponent needs to execute a critical edge in order to level the playing field. If you anticipate correctly, then of course you block the attack and your chances of winning the game continues to improve. But overall, I can say my time with the Soul Calibur 6 beta was very fun. Combos are looking slick and stylish as always, and matches can be really tense too. The main characters I use whenever I play Soul Calibur are Keelik, Cervantes and Maxi. So it's going to be cool readjusting myself to how they are when it comes to their fighting styles. Talim, although I've not really used her in the past, I'm liking the way she looks in this game. Her combos are looking nice, so I'm probably going to try her out too. And Geralt, he's the guest character in this game. He's from the Witcher series, for those who are unaware. He's looking interesting as well. I like the way he's been implemented into this game, so I think I'm going to try him out as well. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Soul Calibur 6 beta. To be honest, there wasn't too much to talk about, so this video is going to be quite short. But regardless, if you did like this video, please hit me with that like button. And if you like what I bring to my channel, then please subscribe. Until then, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Safe.